I'm Natalie Regan. I work in McCloskey International, and today I'm going to spend approximately 10 minutes just to talk briefly about how we manage to control our Welding fume extraction in light of the reclassification of Welding fumes to carcinogenic. My role is to support all operations to prevent injuries and ensure HSE legislation across all of our Northern Ireland sites. I lead a team of highly committed and enthusiastic individuals who all contribute to the success of our HSE performance within our company. First, I'm going to provide a very brief introduction to the company. We are a Metso Autotech owned company. We were established in County Tyrone in 2004, now operating across 6 Northern Ireland sites with just over 400 employees. We are one of the largest manufacturers of portable screening and crushing equipment in the world, selling globally into all major markets. Just to give some information on the product categories that we produce, such a wide range of machinery, including screeners, crushers, stacker conveyors, trommels, shredders, and wash plant systems, as you can see here on the screen. So our objective towards this topic began in 2019 when it was announced that welding fumes from mild steel was reclassified as a carcinogenic to humans. An updated guidance was provided to all of us by the HSE on the fume extraction requirements. The big question was to us, how do we avoid the damaging effects from welding fumes exposures to our employees? McCloskey International takes the health and well-being of all our employees very seriously and is always given the highest priority. We are committed to providing the best environment to all of our employees, striving to do so by being compliant with legislation and meeting our moral obligations. So how did we do this? We always have 4 key core values within our company to help us to establish any successful solution that we look upon. The first one was high ambition. We also had customer in centre, getting it done together, and open and honesty. We began by developing a cross-departmental focus group that included people with various skills to allow us to take an overall inclusive approach. The first task of the focus group was to review the current controls at the time against the revised legal requirements. And this review included our previous annual welding fume assessments, our previous employee occupational health assessments, RPE availability, usage, storage, and maintenance, and the current extraction system we had at that time. This review and assessment quickly established the required actions needed towards at-source fume extraction. To help us with our high ambition, as always, it is always to lead by example and set the standard within McCloskey International. And as a company, we are committed to creating the best environment for our people. Our return on this is a much healthier and happier employee base who are fully engaged and committed. Our customer in centre, which we always have as a core value. And to this project, that meant that we had to deliver results on this topic while still maintaining high quality welds without increasing lead times and costs. Therefore, our solution had to be very effective, efficient, and lean. Getting it done together is another key core project that is always at the centre of what we do. We have found that this approach yields much better long-term results as everyone affected by the change has been included in our decision-making progress. The team for this particular project included welders, quality and maintenance operatives, as well as production managers and the HSE team. For expert advice, we carefully selected and engaged multiple local companies who offered various solutions. These companies were able to conduct site surveys and provide equipment trials. We standardized the initial process by using the same raw materials to construct the same parts and using long-standing welding operatives who were comfortable in voicing their opinions. We measured a variety of variables such as time, extraction, and quality, which included positions and angles. During these trials, all welding operatives were able to test each equipment solution provided, which allowed us to ensure suitability for all parts and welding angles required. We then independently verified the effectiveness of the proposed solutions by employing the same non-biased party to conduct air monitoring samples on each trial. Open and honesty. Again, it's very important that our solution was right for everyone in the company to ensure long-term success. We fully believe and encourage and engage in open and honest feedback throughout the company. And this meant that all positive and negative feedback from everyone was critical, which we were actively able to learn from. The focus group collated all findings from the various tests and trials, surveys and feedback that allowed us to agree on the best solution. And during this process, the focus group concluded that a designated trainer would enhance the effectiveness by giving all employees hands-on guidance on how to use the system. As a result, we found that this training approached and helped with employee engagement and effective use throughout. Our solution: McCloskey International now has an on-torch extraction system, which has resulted in a significant reduction of employee welds, fume exposure, leaving all employees working in a safe, clean and clear air environment. Here are some of the examples, pictures of our system that we have in place today. We continue to review the working environments by monitoring and measuring our annual welding fume surveys continuously, our annual health surveillance and occupational health surveillance reports. Our employee feedback is always critical even after the project has been implemented, and the results from the statutory examinations completed on the actual extraction system. We selected this on-torch system, proving that the progress made by manufacturers in this particular area, as previous extraction projects had found on-torch extraction was too cumbersome. It had affected weld quality previously and had not been a viable option. Now, this system has greatly improved the air quality and provided a very clean welding environment, and we have become fully compliant with the HSE NI guidance within this work area. The overall project timeframe lasted approximately 5 months. This is from the date of the HSE NI announcement to the system implementation, and it also included the installation, commissioning and the initial training. The commitment of the company, the focus group that we had and the suppliers enabled a very quick and successful solution that is to the benefit of everyone. During and since the implementation, we have identified a vast reduction in our replacements of weld and RPE consumables. And to give an example of the consumable reduction, the extraction is keeping the tips and the shrouds on the welders cool, which therefore extends the lifetime, reducing the requirement of replacements. The RPE filters are also lasting much longer as the weld fumes are not reaching the breathing area, and the high level extraction of fumes is keeping those breathing zones clear. So as a result, we have proven that you can have clean, a safe working environment with fully engaged and committed employees while still maintaining high level quality and production levels. We also believe that as a result of our project, this has allowed us to become an employer of choice in this area. I would like to thank you at this time for taking the time to listen to my presentation and for your attention. I do hope that it has been useful, and I also hope that it provides you with some inspiration to improve in this area. Thank you.